What's up, boys? It's your favorite arsonist here, and today we're going to be reading some DBD game reviews on the Xbox store. So yeah, I'm just curious what people are saying about the game. You know what I mean? A lot of these are from people that left the game. You know, they were maybe in love with it at some point. They just tried it out and they didn't like it. They left. And as you can see, look, cycle of hatred, rapidly deteriorating, toxic. So we've got quite the reviews here. So let's just get right into it and see what people are saying. This one with over 1,000 likes here says, fun game ruined by toxic losers. 3 out of 5 stars. Off the bat, the game's not bad. Yes, it has its issues, but the thing that kills it are the toxic players. Win a game, get people flipping on you and reporting you, lose a game, and get told you're trash. DC a game for whatever reason, and these clowns hunt you down and talk shit. That is actually 100% factual. Not one singular lie was told here. This is one of those games where you cannot win. Even if you win, you just can't win. I mean, if you're playing killer, whether you play in a way that caters to the survivors and you let them win because you're playing too nice, you're still going to get harassed, GG, easy, baby killer, etc. And if you play mean for your own win and you don't give a shit about what the survivors think, they're still going to harass you just the same and say, oh, you had a tunnel to win. Oh, you had a proxy camping, you're bad, and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just the same shit. You can't win. And I think this is actually going to be a common theme here. What most people complain about is actually the community. It really has nothing to do with the gameplay and mostly to do with the community. The community is absolutely horseshit. Everyone knows it. It's not even a secret. Let's move on. Cycle of hatred. Survivors abuse and balance things and play toxic about it. Killers get pissed, use OP kit every game. Survivors get pissed at that and treat their next killer like blank, and the cycle continues. That's 100% true. Each side is constantly retaliating against the other side, alright? If you're playing, let's say you're playing Myers, right? You're playing a fun build, you're just trying to goof around, do your thing, you play very nice, you're not tunneling, you're not doing anything like that. And the survivors escape. They teabag you at gate, right? And they wait for the timer to run all the way out. They're rubbing it in. They're clicking at you, right? Then they finally get out at the last second. They wasted your time for no goddamn reason. And then you look at the chat and everyone's saying, GG, easy, you're trash, baby killer, etc. They don't give you any props for, you know, not bringing the most busted and annoying shit they constantly complain about all day into the match. No, they would rather rub it in. And they're likely doing that because maybe their last match, they got a blight. They brought all the busted shit. And he rubbed his win into their face. And now they feel the need to rub their win into your face. And even though you didn't, nothing wrong. And then now, since you had to deal with that shit, you may play nurse next match and bring all the busted shit. And then you're going to kill this, you know, it just goes on and on and on. You're going to kill that team with all the busted shit. You're going to slap them on hook, and then the cycle continues. The thing is, people are letting their steam off on players that actually had nothing to do with anything. It's just this constant retaliation, this constant us versus them mentality, and sore winners across the board. And I'm not gonna act like I'm the purest soul ever. Hey, look, dude, y'all know how I get when I win. Y'all know how I get. Alright, I enjoy it. I enjoy every last second. And I know I have beaten some squads, and they 100% proceeded on to their next match and brought the most busted map offering with the most busted builds, and some poor killer out there who just got off his 12-hour shift at Arby's playing Hag, just trying to play a goofy little build, have some fun. He got the whole thing. He got all of it, the full shaft, every last centimeter. So, you know what I mean? It's just, it's this cycle of hatred, bro. That's exactly what it is. It is the cycle of hatred. And, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't see any stopping to this. I really don't. Also, I want y'all to pay attention to the dates here. All right. Like, this one was made in 2022. All right. That's 2 years ago. Has anything changed? No. This one's 2023. Has anything changed? No. And all of these are older reviews, 2022, 2023, 2020, etc. Everything people are complaining about here is still present in the game. Literally nothing changed. Nothing has changed over time. I don't see it getting any better, and that's all there is to it. I don't think it's gonna get any better. This one has over 2,000 likes, 2 stars, simp by daylight. The devs would rather focus on sexy cosmetics than actually improving or balancing the game. They might as well add Fortnite emotes so the killer can hit the gritty. So the killer can hit the gritty on me while I'm being face camp / tunneled / slugged. It would at least make it a little entertaining. Bro, imagine Nemesis hitting the gritty, his big body ass hitting the gritty on your shit. I mean, honestly, yeah, that's facts. I already made a whole video about this. They just don't address the things that are blatantly broken in the game, and instead just give us a bunch of new Feng Min cosmetics that nobody freaking asked for, but everybody still pays for. You know, you can't really cry about it, because at the end of the day, if that technique didn't work, then, you know, they wouldn't keep doing it. But they keep doing that because it's profitable. Because what do people do? They go and buy those cosmetics, and they keep playing the game that is blatantly broken with a bunch of flaws and a bunch of just busted shit in it. And it's just how it goes, man. Like, how long was Knight broken? And he's still a pain in the ass to play. And so buggy as well. Just feels very weird. How long was Trapper's traps broken? How long was Nowhere to Hide disabled? How long were flashlights gone? How long was, you know what I mean? Like, we still, even endurance hits right now, you can't even see like, there's always something blatantly broken with the game. Off the record is broken right now. You just can have infinite off the record if you men. It's just, but we just got a new Feng Min skin. We just got a new Feng Min skin though, so all is okay. You see the problem here? So this person complained about this back in the beginning of 2023, and it is still the goddamn same. I complained about this months ago in a video, and it's still the goddamn same. Nothing has changed. This company literally does not change. They just keep stepping in the same pile of shit day after day. Let's see what this person has to say. Over 1,000 likes, 2 stars. Just can't have fun anymore. This used to be my non-stop 24/7 favorite game. I loved it. Made all my friends love it too. Now, I wish I never downloaded. There's nothing positive or fun anymore. I was a diehard survivor and killer. Had to stop playing killer because all of the hate and hurtful messages I'd receive, on top of being constantly taunted in game for simply trying my best and being the most non-toxic, fair player I could. Now, playing survivor, all you get for being ever so slightly good at surviving is being 100% tunneled and face camped out of every single round. And to top it off, just sitting and getting hit on the hook. All for nothing more than having one mediocre looping chase. And the game has done nothing but enable these toxic games, wasting actions and put in so-called fixes that are easily just waited out. I wish I would quit, but I've spent too much time and money just trying to have fun again. If you're thinking about trying, just prepare to be slapped with toxicity every single game. 100% true, honestly. 100% facts. This dude hit the nail on the freaking head. Beginning of 2023, nothing has changed. This shit would have been relevant in 2018, honestly, bro. Like, bro, I don't know if the game was that, was it that toxic back then? I wasn't playing back then. Was it as toxic as it is now? I feel like it's probably gotten worse, right? It's probably gotten worse, yeah. The player base is absolutely unbearable. It's unbearable. Sometimes I play killer and I'm just playing a killer I'm not really good at. Like, I'll hop on Demogorgon with like the most dumb build ever, just random perks, just trying to farm blood points, goof around. I'm on Discord, chatting, whatever. And if a team beats me, which, I mean, I'm not even trying to win the match, I'm just goofing around, having fun. Bro, people come to my YouTube channel, they DM me on Instagram, they come to, like, bro, they flood my messages. GG Easy, you're bad, bro, you got all these subs and you can't win the game. Like, holy shit. Like, you are actually exactly what this person said. You're not allowed to have fun. You just can't have fun anymore. 100%. You can't have fun. Every game is taken so serious. And here's the thing. Your average DBD player has a lot of hours in the game, because DBD is one of those games where you kind of either you accumulate a lot of hours because you get really dedicated to it and you fall in love with it like kind of instantly, or you play it, you're like, this isn't for me, and you dip. That's kind of how it goes. So obviously, like, you have a player base full of pretty dedicated players. Like, your average DVD player does have a lot of hours, and players have gotten better than ever. They're better than ever right now. They're really, like, your average player's decent. They're decent. Naturally, when you get better at things, you get more competitive. And now that your average player is better at the game now compared to what they were back in 2018, etc., they're getting more competitive. The same things just aren't doing it for them anymore. They need a bigger rush, and they're approaching every match with this competitive mindset. You know what I mean? So they assume everyone else is playing the same way. They assume, because people don't see the world as it is, they see the world as they are. So they view the way you're playing. You're a killer. You're just having a casual match. Well, they just assume you're trying as hard as they are. They think you take the game just as serious. And I feel this is why we need a competitive mode. I think it's about that time. I think the player base has matured enough to the point, not, you know, in terms of how they act, but like in terms of their skill level. Their skill levels have matured enough to the point where we need a ranked or competitive mode. Simple, and plain flat out, we need a competitive mode for the competitive mindsets that this game now has. I know it's not a competitive game. I know it's not designed around that, etc., but that is what we need, because obviously people that are playing this toxic, right? They play this toxic because they take the game incredibly serious. That's the thing. They take the game very serious. People that don't take games serious, they don't get toxic. They don't care enough. You know what I mean? Like, I can hop on any game right now and lose. I don't give a shit. I don't feel the need to be toxic about it because I have no investment in this game. And so many players, just like this person said, they've been playing it so long, right? And now they've invested their time and money into this game. They can't just walk away. A lot like MMO players, like World of Warcraft. Like a lot of people, they can't stop playing World of Warcraft because they have so many hours and time and things in that game they've unlocked, spent years trying to accomplish. And trust me, I was a WoW player for years and years. It was very hard to walk away. It's still, bro, I still occasionally get on that shit. Like, it's just one of those games. A lot of people can relate. This is what we call sunk cost fallacy. All right. You're only still playing it at this point because of how much you've invested into it. That's all it is. And that may not be true for all players, you know, but I do think it's true for many. They've invested so much time and money in this game. They feel like it's the only game they're good at. And it's one of those games where if you spend all your hours playing DBD and you used to be good at other games, DBD is so unlike any other game that when you get back into other games, you feel so trash at it compared to how good you are at DBD now that you're like, shit, I might as well just keep playing DBD. Because that's how I feel. When I get on other games now, I feel so garbage at those games that I used to be good at because I've been playing so much DBD. And those skills you acquire from DBD don't really translate to other games. You see what I'm saying? Like if you get really good at Valorant, some of those skills that you've acquired are going to translate to CSGO if you want to try that. Rainbow Six if you want to try that. It's going to translate to other games. But DBD, it's one of those, and this is why I like it so much. It's a very unique game. The skills you acquire in this game, you can't really translate to other games because it's so unique in the way it's played. It's so unique. A lot of the mechanical things you acquire, the mechanical skills you acquire playing this game, you can't take it to other games. Where are you going to take that shit to Fortnite? You're going to take your looping ability to Fortnite? What the hell are you going to that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. So yeah, man, that's how I view it. That was quite the rant, but yeah, dude, and over 1,000 likes on this. A lot of people agree here. Let's move on to the next one. I love the camping simulator. 700 likes, 1 star. These killers should bring marshmallows with the amount of camping. Hey, yo, my boy, chillax. All right. They fixed camping, so at least they did that much. But I mean, people still camp. It's very easy to camp still. But at least they brought anti-camp. I still doubt this player. Matter of fact, I bet this person still plays the game. Let's get into this one. Good game, terrible devs, and community. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, to be honest. I don't really mind the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind Dead by Daylight as a game. I think it's incredibly fun. Like, just like, if you take DBD just for what it is a really fun game. It's the community for me that completely ruins it. It's the community. They are absolutely unbearable. It's a bunch of goddamn children with made up bitch ass rules and a bunch of big content creators that feed into those made up bitch ass rules that make the game unbearable for everybody all around. Because think of it like this, right? If these rules didn't exist, right? These made up survivor rules about tunneling and camping and slugging and da-da-da, right? If none of these existed, then survivors would stop giving a shit about it because there's no expectation for killers to follow these made up rules. And killers would have a better time because there's no expectation to follow these dumb bitch ass made up rules. Content creators have created this issue. Streamers ruined Dead by Daylight. I stand on that shit. 100%. Streamers ruined this game. They have contributed to the entitlement more than the devs, more than anybody else. It's streamers that did this shit. I'm gonna use Otstarva for an example because he's obviously the face of DBD. He's the biggest guy, etc. Show me a match where Otstarva has a rough game and he has to tunnel whatever and he's not repeatedly saying sorry. Bro, you are actually playing killer right now. Your job is to kill people. Why are you apologizing? Holy shit! Stop saying sorry! I tried to watch one of his videos the other day, I tuned into one of his streams for like 5 seconds. He was playing on Ormond. This dude said sorry at least 5 times in the span of a minute. In the span of a freaking minute, he's apologizing. I'm like, brother, you're playing killer! You're killing shit! Why are you saying sorry? Why are you saying sorry? Your job is to kill! Why? How did we get like this? How did we get to this point? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I think when they see somebody like that who's so big, right? Because I get so many people in my comments saying, "Oh, it's Darva. He doesn't do this and he doesn't do that." Like, bro, they use him as the example because he's the face. So they hold everybody, even your casual players who know nothing about these made up rules, right? They hold even your casual players to the same standard they're holding Otstarva to. Mind you, this dude has a shit ton of hours. shit tons of hours in the game. He doesn't have to tunnel and camp every other game, etc., etc. But some worse killers that are newer to the game, more casual players, they do have to do that. They do have to do that to pull a win off. And they do want to win. So obviously they're going to do that shit. They're going to resort to it. Because for people that don't know about these made up rules, right? Who are not really invested into the community like that, right? Tunneling and camping just seems like the smartest thing to do. 100%. I mean, it is just the most efficient way to get kills, right? Like tunneling. Like obviously, okay, the faster I get this person out the game, 3 people, good for me. Shit. That just is what makes sense. It's very efficient. So you're a newer player. They can come to that conclusion all on their own without even understanding what tunneling is. It just makes the most sense to them, right? And I remember doing that when I was a newer player. I was playing killer. I was like, well, why would I not kill the Meg first? Well, why would I hook Meg, then hook Dwight, then hook Claudette, then hook Nia, and then spin all the way back to Meg, and then she's now only on her second hook, then hook everybody again, except, like, I'm never gonna win. I came to this conclusion on my own. I said, oh, wait, whoa. If I hook Meg, and then I chase her while she's injured, I don't have to hit her twice, I could just hit her one more time, put her right back on the hook, and then just do it again. Well, I can kill her, boom, and then it's down to 3 people, and I just rinse and repeat with the Dwight. That's just what made the most sense. And people have to understand, bro, people are not tunneling out of any like malicious reason or anything. For a lot of people, it just makes the most sense. It's the most efficient way to get kills and reduce the game down to 3 people, which is far more manageable. I think everybody can agree with this. I don't know. But anyways, let's read no longer a fun game. 400 likes, 1 star. I used to love this game. Unfortunately, between the rampant unaddressed cheating problem. Oh, 2022, by the way. 2022, by the way, but you'll still buy those skins. Just know, all right, for every freaking dime you spend on those Feng Min skins, they are not going to their anti-cheat. They're not going anywhere towards that because obviously this shit has not changed whatsoever. And I think, personally, I haven't been playing the game forever, but I think the cheating problem is as bad as ever. I have gotten 3 cheaters, 3 lobbies back to back, brother. In one night. I mean, that's absurd. And I made a whole video about it. I made multiple videos about it. I'm about to post a video soon of me encountering another cheater. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. But he says the completely unbalanced nature of the game. It's no longer fun or worth my time and money. 400 likes, dude. Potentially 426 people that were playing the game and stopped because of some shit like this because they agree with it. They're agreeing with it. It's crazy. No longer enjoyable. This game is very unbalanced. They fixed 1 issue and caused 3 more. The community is the absolute worst. It's beyond toxic. The worst thing of all is that it didn't used to be this way. 2023, 1 star, 200 likes. Damn. What is your name though, brother? Terror Nut? Alright, bro. I could tell you're a DBD player, dog. I could tell. Yeah, it is pretty unbalanced. I don't think that's arguable. Still an issue. Beginning of 2023, by the way. Yep, very much still an issue. They fixed 1 issue and caused 3 more. 100%. I made a whole video about this. 100%. The community is the absolute worst. Common theme here. It's beyond toxic. Yes, we all know this common theme. Nothing has changed. It's only gotten worse. And yeah, we're all on the same page here. A year later, still 100% true. Holy shit. Bans you for leaving hacked games. Yeah, you do get a temporary ban, a matchmaking ban. You do get the penalty for leaving a hacked game. Yes, that is a thing. That does suck. My biggest thing is when they kill switch, like hackers, they'll kill switch the match, or like if a match DCs or whatever, and you don't get any blood points for that, which is just absolute ass cheeks. I think if a game is disabled for any reason, you should get like a minimum of like, I don't know, 20,000 or something blood points. So all your time wasn't wasted, because like you lose everything for no reason. You just wasted your time, and now you're just sitting there in the lobby with your character running in the end game screen, disconnected from server. And you just got nothing for that, and it actually sucks. It's the worst. PC hit priority. PC killers have a hit priority. I am behind the killer, and she still hits me. Not worth the download anyways, because cheaters, exploiters ruin the game. Also, high-level bullies. High-level bullies are definitely an issue. Cheaters and exploiters are definitely an issue, ruining the game very much. PC hit priority. I've never heard about that. I'm not sure what they're referring to. Maybe I have heard of it, and it just is under a different label. But I'm not too sure. I don't play on PC. But I go against PC killers, but I don't know what this person is referring to. I'm not familiar. Infuriating. 1 star, 137 likes, 2022. Honestly, good game. Garbage matchmaking, even worse community. Holy shit, you're spot on, my boy. Hit the nail on a freaking head. Yep, yeah, it is a good game. Like I said, I think it is a good game. The matchmaking is very much garbage, 100%. It feeds you straight to the sharks. And even worse community, 100%. I totally agree. See, the issue with the matchmaking is that it's stressful. It's very stressful. And I get a lot of people. I always see people saying, oh, you don't only like skill-based matchmaking because you can't handle it. That's a skill issue. What, you just want to roll teams all day? You just want to stomp on noobs all day? No, that is not what anybody is asking for, dipshit. What we are asking for is some variety. There is absolutely goddamn no variety in this game. None at all. Every match feels the freaking same. The same builds, the same perks. Hell, at this point, I'm getting the same survivors in every freaking lobby. It's annoying as shit. There's no variety. It feels stale. I am so sick, bro. I'm just, honestly, at this point, I get happy to come across like bully squads with really unique but annoying builds because it's just something different. It's just anything different, I'll take it at this point because every match feels the freaking same and it's because of the goddamn matchmaking. All right, we want variety. Okay, I want a challenging match every now and then. Not every single match do I want to be sweating my freaking balls off for the win. And if I win or I lose, I get harassed just the same. Who wants that? That sucks. That sucks. Bro, people have beaten people in this game and they've taken it to Twitter to harass them. Like, this is the point we're at in the community where, like, people are bringing the video game shit into real life, bro. I've had people send me pictures of myself to make fun of the way I look for beating them in the game. What are we even talking about? Like, what? How did we get to this point? Like, I played Call of Duty for years. I played Fortnite for years. I played all types of games for years. Dark Souls, PvP, all types of shit, right? Never in my life have I seen a community take shit to like real life, to a real life level as much as people in this game. Like, I've gotten genuinely real life harassed by people in this game incessantly. Incessantly. It's actually insane. It is insane the lengths people are willing to go just to harass you for simply beating them or even losing. Bro, I've been harassed by people for losing to them. Like, bro, you got the result you wanted. What do you mean? What? Like, bro, it's the weirdest shit ever. This community is unbearable. I've said it so many times. I will say it so many more. Can be fun, usually isn't. 200 likes, 1 star. Toxic players, awful hitboxes, 100% true. Holy shit. And choppy game mechanics make this game unplayable at times. Dude, talk about choppy game mechanics. How about the way they shadow nerfed hook interruptions? Can we talk about why has no big content creator addressed this shit yet? I remember when it happened and I mentioned it in a video because I noticed it immediately. Bro, they like moved the time it takes to like, even if you slap a survivor unhooking somebody, they still get the unhook off. The person just levitates off the freaking hook like Chris Angel. What? It's just like the lowering of like the skill expression, in my opinion. Just like flashlight saves how they're so easy to get nowadays. It takes zero skill, all types of shit. You used to have to be accurate, you know what I mean? And time it well, but now you just get it, dude. You just have to be there and you just be there in the general area at the general right time and you'll get that shit. It's so annoying. But yeah, talk about choppy game mechanics, because if I was a newer player and I was trying to interrupt a hook save and I slapped the person, but the person I hit just, they still get the save off somehow, the person just levitates off the hook, I'd be pissed. I wouldn't understand that. I would think the game is just choppy and it just has bad mechanics. They said it makes the game unplayable. Do yourself a favor and buy Friday the 13th. At least the bugs, the glitches. Didn't that game like die? Yeah, this was back in 2022. Damn, that's a shame. But yeah, a lot of what this person said still stands true to this day. This person said behavior would happen. 100 likes, 3 stars. I honestly feel bad for behavior. The game used to be so addicting and it was one of the most trending horror games. Although I still play the game, the old DBD was its best time. The perks and builds were so strong, but now with behavior nerfing and getting rid of the most nostalgic and fun things, DBD has gone downhill. But if I'm being honest, the one thing that has ruined Dead by Daylight, boom, once again, completely is toxicity. The current DBD community is just poor. The amount of toxic players are making people stop playing DBD. 100%. I literally just had some guy calling me trash saying I should delete the game. I honestly miss the old and fun playstyle we had, and I wish we still had it. Like, go back to the reviews from 2017. Everybody loved the game. Behavior, please start fixing your game and actually punish toxic/salty players. Damn. I wonder what the 2017 reviews look like. I bet they're all positive compared to now. Holy shit. That's actually crazy to think about. Yeah, the community is a big issue, as y'all can see. Dude, it's the community. A lot of people have less issues with the game itself and more issues with the community, it seems. And you can read a lot of these reviews. The biggest thing people are complaining about is the community, 100%. And I think a big issue with the game is behavior has curated this. Because they're like balancing the game around like a competitive thing. You know, they're like nerfing this shit and balance. They're just trying to like make it perfectly balanced, etc., etc. But they need to embrace the fact that it's just a party game for fun and embrace the chaos. You know what I mean? Let it be wild. Let it be unbalanced. Because when you start balancing everything, you're leaving everybody under the impression that this should be taken serious now. That's what it is. Everyone thinks it should now be taken serious, so they start taking it serious. And then once again, I already elaborated, people take it serious. Then, you know, if they lose for whatever reason they feel is stupid or not, they're going to harass you, etc. And then behavior just allows it. They don't give a shit. And then you have all these fake nice, Mr. Nice Guy ass content creators putting this mask on, acting like they're so freaking pure, constantly virtue signaling every single second they play this freaking game to their communities, acting like they're just pure and do no wrong. And then they just curate this shit even further. They just make it worse. This person, 1 star, 200 likes. Company could care less about fans. Game is going nowhere, and after 6 years, still has spaghetti coding. The 2 best people on dev team left, and it shows. They are not doing a pretty good job so far. Damn. That's rough. This person, 2022, 155 likes, says, terrible gaming community. The things I could write here are endless, which means I don't want to waste my time typing what's wrong with this game. But I'm sure we could assume he thinks the game is terrible and that the community is terrible as well. This person says, game is not what it used to be. 200 likes, 1 star. This game as of 10/5/22 is tolerable, but nowhere near as fun as its former glory. This person said, just not worth it. It's so damn toxic. 1 star, over 100 likes. They said, I used to love DBD. I enjoyed killer and chasing people down. I used to have fun with DBD, but then skill-based matchmaking appeared and suddenly the game became nothing but sweat, swamp, swift squads, so toxic your body will rot. I no longer enjoy the once casual game and now hate it, and the devs, you'd be better off playing Friday the 13th because this is now toxic. Yeah, man, I think, dude, I agree. I agree, man. Really. A lot of people are saying it's just not what it used to be. And I think this is all around the same time that skill-based matchmaking was brought to the game. And the thing is, obviously, with skill-based matchmaking, the better you are at the game, the more you start winning, you start getting pulled in with the people that take the game the most serious and that are the best. But you get put with the sweatiest of the sweats. And oftentimes, sweaty players are toxic players, let's be honest. You know, usually, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. Casual players usually care less, so they don't care enough to be toxic because they have nothing, you know, they have no horses in this race. They don't give a shit if they win or lose. They're just here for the fun. All right. If you don't believe me, look at my friend that plays this game with me, that I play Swifts with. When we lose as Survivor, when he gets tunneled, when he gets slapped on hook, he doesn't give a shit because it means nothing to him. He doesn't care. He has no investment in this game. He's just here for the ride. He's just here to have fun. And I was the same way when I started playing this game. None of it mattered until I learned that it mattered. None of that shit meant anything until I was taught that it meant something by content creators. That's what they did. They taught me that tunneling and camping was bad. They taught me that getting hit on hook and etc. They taught me that all this was bad, that getting slugged was a problem. I didn't think any of this shit was a problem until I learned it from them. And now I see it in a different light. You know what I mean? But before that, I didn't give a shit. I just moved on to my next game. I did not care. See, what the streamers and content creators have done to this game is they have assigned all of these things that are going to take place regardless. They assign these things meaning. And it's all negative meaning. You know what I mean? Whether you're getting gen rushed or you're getting tunneled or you're getting camped or slugged, they have assigned all of these things meaning. And now both sides have things to bitch about constantly. And it's annoying. It's annoying. None of this shit means anything. It's just people trying to win the freaking game. But now people take all of this shit personally. So if they get tunneled and you win, they're going to attack you personally because they feel personally attacked. Because these things have like personal meanings now. They think you're tunneling because they did something wrong. I'll tunnel somebody in a game and I'll get them message me like, what did I do wrong? What's the problem, bro? What did I do? Was it a problem with my name? Why are you mad at me? Why'd you like, bro, I'm not mad at you, brother. I'm just playing the game. I'm just trying to get a win here. I'm just killing shit. As killer, doing my job, Michael Myers. I'm just killing as killer. That's all there is to it. I'm not mad at you. I'm just killing efficiently. This is the logical conclusion that I've come to, you know, think that this is the most efficient way to kill. So what is the problem? The problem is that these things now have personal meaning to people. And now they get personally offended. by in-game things that just are not personal whatsoever. Let's move on to, that looks really long. Let's move on to this one. Actually, no, he's just complaining about a 24-hour ban. Terrible, just terrible. 1 star. No one can sit here and convince me this is any good. All right, bud. Did you even give the game a shot? Calm down. Way too unbalanced. Killers with so much range, they hit you through wall. I mean, yeah, Nurse, Pyramid Head, I guess, but one-shot killers with no real counter. Cool game. One-shot killers with no real counter. I actually think this is just a skill issue. I think this is probably just a really bad survivor. Because what do you mean one-shot killers with no real... Which one-shot killer in this game has no real counter? Which one? I don't know. I think this person is actually... like, this is one of those cases where it's just a skill issue. This person plays Rainbow Six now, so... yeah, they found their game. Players on both sides are using subtle cheats. Sometimes they are wall hacks or even just a slight movement speed increase. Reporting is too much of a hassle and it takes forever to find games with crossplay off. Give console players a no PC crossplay option so we don't have to play with cheaters. I actually agree with this. 30 likes, 1 star. But I actually agree with this. The cheating is a massive issue. This was at the beginning of 2023, by the way, and nothing has gotten even slightly better. Reporting hackers in this game is absolutely useless. I always get people recommending that I report people. Okay, number one, if they're on PC, which they always are, I can't even inspect their profiles. If they're playing privately or whatever, I can't see them. It doesn't let me view their profile, so I can't report them regardless. And even if I were to report them and get them banned, which is very unlikely to happen because behavior actually like caters to these people, they're just going to buy a new account, which is going to take them less than 15 minutes and be right back on the game with a fresh new account with hacks. And literally nothing happened except me wasting my time. And it cost them what, maybe, I don't know how much it costs to like buy a hacked account, but like, I doubt it costs much. So yeah, it is literally just a waste of time. Behavior needs to like kind of, I don't know, take the wheel here and do their goddamn job. This person said the game has lost its charm. 2 stars. This game used to be fun. I mean, way back in the old days, but now too many updates and content drops that just end up breaking the game more rather than taking the time to sit back and stop being money. Whoa. God damn, we're going hard, huh? The game keeps getting worse. And the new chapter about to drop is such a failure. It seems like they're running, that was back in 2023. Some things never change. It seems like they're running out of ideas and they don't listen to the community that seems to usually know better than the actual devs. They also can't seem to take any criticism without getting butthurt. 100% true. As for the community, most aren't mature and very toxic over this game of all things. Personally, despite this, all I tend to stick around for Dead by Daylight's good moments. Basically the same things we've been talking about this whole time, man. Basically the same things. The game has lost its charm. It used to be fun back in the old days. I don't even think I was there for the old days. The current state of DBD is actually all I know. I started playing DBD not that long ago. I did definitely have fun when I first started playing them now, but it's just because I didn't take the game as serious as I do now. They definitely don't listen to the community. I think that is 100% true. A recent example of this is the Twins rework, for example. They came at us with the most bullshit and lazy, low effort Twins rework imaginable. And there were so many Twins mains that know Twins inside and out. Whoa, that sounds crazy. But they know Twins inside and out. And they have created their own rework ideas. And behavior completely ignored literally all of them and did their own thing. And their own thing was the worst change to any killer I think we have ever seen in the history of DBD. Twins was more strong than freaking Nurse. So maybe start taking some advice from the people that play the game, because obviously they don't play their own game. They don't know what they're doing. I genuinely think they have proved this time and time again. Behavior does not play their own game. And if they do, they play it at a very low level with very shallow understanding about literally anything they have designed. And it is absolutely embarrassing that the players know so much more about the game than the freaking devs. I don't know. It's crazy. It really is. You would think you would know how shit works when you're the one that made it, but I guess not. I really guess not. But yeah, man. I bet your sweet Bippy, a player like Otstarva or Aaron, know this game far better than any dev at behavior. Guarantee you. 100%. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I would love to see them get quizzed on like a quiz about game mechanics or certain shit. I bet you Aaron or Otstarva completely wash any dev on that team. Any dev on that team. There is no reason this should be the case whatsoever. If you develop the game, you should have a firm understanding of what you created and what you're putting out there and what you're selling to the people. You should have a firm understanding, because without an understanding, you can't even identify the issues with what you made in order to fix it. And then when you proceed to not listen to the community, then you just don't know anything that's going on, because the community obviously knows far more than any dev on the freaking team, but they're just not listening to the community. And then they come out with these brain dead bullshit changes like the ones with twins. And this is what we're seeing play out. They did not listen to players that knew far more about that killer than they did. And then it's just the same thing over and over again. And another issue I have with this game is the reworks. The reworks are absolutely unbearable. I have played this game for I don't know how many hours, but I don't even know how Sadako works. I don't know how Skull Merchant works. I am a killer man. I have played these killers tons of times. They've been reworked so freaking much. I genuinely have the locker saves. Like I almost lost the game the other day due to the locker save. I didn't understand. Like I forgot which change they made. They changed so much shit. It's hard to keep track. There are so many players out there that genuinely just have even with a lot of hours, bro, they don't understand how a lot of these things work because they've been reworked so many times. I have no idea how Skull Merchant works. That used to be one of my favorite killers. I thought that she was in a decent state. The 3-genning was an issue, but I thought she was in a decent state, and I don't know what they did with her. I don't even understand what's going on anymore. The drones it's just all confusing to me. Same thing with Sadako. They have changed that goddamn killer so many freaking times, I don't even know what is going on anymore. And survivors don't either. When I'm playing Survivor, I don't know what the hell. I'm like, bro, what do I do with the tape? Wait, is it good to put am I taking it to the TV now? Wait, should I do it at the beginning, the end? Like, what do I do? And then they lock the condemn now. There's the lock-in feature. Like, bro, there's so much shit that I have to keep up with. There is no way that unless someone is studying the freaking patch notes and with a firm understanding of what everything they're reading means, that they could understand what the hell has been changed and how to counter it in game or how to utilize it in game as if you're playing the killer. Who has the time to invest in it? It's crazy, bro. It's really crazy. And if that's how I feel, imagine how all the players that are brand new to the game feel. Imagine how a brand new survivor feels when they get Sadako. They don't know what to do. My friend who just got this game, they didn't even know how freaking the jigsaw boxes worked on Pig. You would think that's simple if you have a lot of hours on the game, right? But he had no idea how that shit worked. He was like, what do I do? What do I do? Imagine Sadako. Imagine Skull Merchant. He's not gonna know what the hell to do. He's just gonna die. That's all there is to it. He's literally just gonna die because there's nothing that really explains this game needs a counter explanation for each killer. So survivors have a general idea on how to counter the killer's ability or like what to do against it. Because when they just load into the game with one of like 34 killers or however many killers in the game, and they get some killer they've never seen before, right? They have no idea what the hell to do, and they're just gonna die. And that's how you get these numbers that behavior always comes out with. Freddy Krueger has a kill rate of this high ass percentage. Oh, Sadako is the best killer in the game. Skull Merchant. Oh, she's just killing out. She's in a perfect place right now. We fixed her because no, bro. People are dying to these killers because they don't know what the hell to do. They don't know what to do. They're just confused. It's just a bunch of noobs getting stomped by mechanics that they don't understand. That's all it is. But behavior would take these, they'll take these numbers and think they'll make changes based around these numbers. Oh, Pig is killing everyone. We need to nerf her again because her kill rate is really high. No, bro, people just don't know how to counter this shit, bro. That's all there is to it. Pig isn't overpowered. Just the player, you have no explanation on how to counter the killer, and then you're shocked that nobody knows how to counter the killer. Like, they don't know what to do. Not everyone is taking to YouTube and looking up how to counter Pig tutorial, how to counter every killer in the game tutorial, freaking 2 hours long. They're not that invested, bro. They'll just go hop back on COD or some shit. They're not worried about all that. Great potential ruined by terrible developers. 63 likes, 1 star. I never write reviews, but here I am. As of writing this review, I currently have 4,000 hours clocked in, and without a doubt in my mind, do not recommend purchasing this game. Actually, I'm on the same boat. When people ask me, should I buy this game? I tell them no. I tell them no unless you want to invest a shitload of hours into this game. And also a lot of money to unlock all the killers, and then you have to unlock all the perks, and it just takes so long. And I'm like, don't even get invested so you can fall into the sunk cost fallacy like everybody else. Just stop while you're ahead and don't even. Just play some other game, brother. Play something else. He said balancing changes are far and few between, despite being promised to occur more regularly. May take months, by the way. as we see with Night, disabled for freaking ever. Developers only listen or consider changes if there is a wide community backlash and streamers are talking about it. 100% true. Shit, I lost it. They promote inclusivity, which is wonderful, but this feels disingenuous at times when you / the community feels that they aren't heard. The only good thing about this game are the licenses they acquire. The original chapters, especially the last two, which included The Knight and Skull Merchant, whom were aesthetically appealing, were executed terribly gameplay-wise and can hold games hostage for over 30 minutes. The Knight was shipped with game-breaking bugs, but despite this, wasn't disabled. Oh, they disabled them later on, all right. Forever. At the end of the day, they are a company. There's some things I want to pick apart here. So, The Knight, coming out with game-breaking bugs. The Knight is still one of the most buggy, clunky, and bullshit killers to play as, like his guards being stunned by pallets, and then it stuns the killer, which makes no goddamn sense, and then you can't place guards when you're up against things, which makes him absolutely unbearable to play, especially on maps like Midwich or Leary's or etc., just any map with like tight corridors and spaces. The AI, the bots, is absolutely botched and trash. Yeah, man, he's unbearable to play. He really is. And they're just kind of doing nothing about it. They've reworked Blight's add-ons 15 gazillion times, but they can't find any time to rework the Knight or give him any quality of life changes that he desperately needs. Let's see. So about the inclusivity, feeling disingenuous. I have touched on this on a video already. I understand behavior attempts to do the we're all inclusive thing. We care about everybody, but you must remember, like this person says, at the end of the day, they are a company, and I already touched on this. They are a company. They are simply trying to broaden the audience that they can make money from. All right. It is all about the profit in the end. They do not give a shit about your sexuality or anything, your identity. They don't care. They're just trying to sell this game to more people. I know that might hurt a lot of people out there. I know a lot of people are listening are going to get offended by me saying that, but it is simply true. These companies don't give a shit about you. They don't. And I think you would be naive to think they do. I truly do. I don't think this because here's the thing. They'll add all these charms, right? They'll do this, that, and the third in the name of inclusivity. Oh, we care about you. We care about you, right? But they can't even fix the game that these things are attached to. They're attaching these things to a broken product to then go sell back to the people. With the new broadened audience they've now acquired through their virtue signaling and grandstanding and, oh, we care about everybody, we're inclusive over here, but we won't stop our community from harassing everybody or our community members from being harassed. Oh, but they care about us so much, right? They care so much about the community. But if they truly cared, they would fix the product that these things are attached to. All right, they can add all the pride charms they want, but I don't really truly think you care unless you fix the game that they are attached to, because you're selling a broken product. I don't give a shit about all the things you add. I don't think you care about these people. I really don't. I think it is all for show. I think it is to broaden the audience that they can pull money from. They're trying to sell the game to the most people possible. You must remember this. It is a company. It is not your friend. These people are not your friend. It is a company. Their mission is to make money. I do not like the way that they prey on these communities, knowing that a lot of these people are trying to find safe spaces, spaces they feel comfortable in, etc., etc. Look, I'm not a big safe space guy, but I do understand that there's some people out there that, they want to involve themselves with communities that they feel welcome in, right? They feel welcome, they feel comfortable, etc. All right? I get it. I can understand that, right? I can wrap my mind around that. I think behavior is attempting, to create this space for these people to feel welcome in, but it's all disingenuous. It's all disingenuous. They just want your money. That's the goal here. They're not doing this because they care. It's about the reason you did something, not the fact that you did it. Like adding a pride charm, for example, right? You could say, well, that's a great thing to do. But what's the reason they really did it? What's the reason they really did it? Did they do it because they actually care? Or did they do it to broaden the audience that they could sell this broken product to? There's a reason that they prioritize cosmetics over the game mechanics and all the broken shit in the game. There's a reason they do that. There's a reason. They're trying to make money off you. And they know you'll buy that. They know you'll buy that shit. It feels disingenuous, and obviously I'm not the only person that thinks this way. I touched on this topic in a video far more concisely. In the past, I was playing Clown on RPD. I remember when I talked about it. It was not that long ago. I touched on this topic. I said a lot more because I had more time to think about this topic here. This was just all off the top. But I don't like what they do with that shit. I really don't. I think it's disingenuous. I really do. I really do. I don't trust companies when it comes to shit like this. I just don't. I don't at all. And at the end of the day, it's just to get more money out of your pockets and broaden the audience, you know, get fatter pockets. Let's move on. I think this is a good place to end it right here. One of the worst games I've ever played. Still gonna play it though. 1 star. Yup. That's very relatable. Yeah. And if we scroll here, we see these reviews just keep up. They just keep up. And it's a lot of complaints about the devs. Toxic. Devs, toxic. Devs, toxic. The community of people who play this game are awful. Decent game, but very toxic community. Fun one day, toxic and frustrating other days. Terrible devs. Fun game ruined by toxic tryhards. Like, I feel like we get the we were understanding what the problem is, right? We heard it from the horse's mouth. All right, a lot of these people are former players, people that don't even play this game anymore, and those are their primary complaints. Shitty devs, shitty community, specifically toxic community. A lot of those reviews are quite old. Tell me, has anything changed? Anything? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to make another video like this, just let me know and I can make it happen. Like and sub if you feel I've earned it. Follow me on Instagram if you want. It's I Love Halloween. The O in love is a 0. And yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Stay healthy. Peace.